absolutely beautiful Supra driving weather right now. Now, I'm sure you may be wondering, like, hey, Shane, you have a Durango. You said you just bought a truck. Why the hell are you driving the Supra? Well, because it's kind of fun. Now, granted, this is not the ideal winter beater, like, at all. Hold on, let me switch cameras. Now, like I was saying, this is not the ideal winter vehicle at all. It's lowered on coilovers and has about 400 horsepower. So getting through the snow can be an issue. Now, one good benefit to this though is that it does have pretty small wheels and tires on it. So the way it distributes the weight and actually drives through the snow makes it pretty good. It handles nicely. I haven't really gotten stuck with it yet. Granted, I haven't really tried going into anything crazy. It did snow like 12 or 14 inches out here a couple days ago. Getting up hills like this can be a challenge if you don't have speed. But other than that, it actually works really well. Now, ideally, I would like to change the tires on this and probably put stock suspension back on it, because these BC coilovers are, oh man, they are just not that good on this car. I don't know if it's the shocks that are blown out. I don't know if it's the spring rates that are in it, but they are just not that good. Stock suspension would probably be way more ideal on this vehicle, actually. Even the ride quality and all of it is just, it's not great. Now, one thing that I can say has been awesome about driving this car in the winter is ever since it got cold out, this thing probably has picked up at least a solid 50-60 horsepower. This thing just absolutely fucking rips right now. Normally, the turbo won't even spool in first or second gear. Usually it'll spool a little in second, and then third, it'll finally be able to get into gate. I mean, with this cold weather, this thing's opening up gate in first, second, third, fourth, and just blows the fucking tires right off it. Granted, traction, cold temperature, traction, not all there, so I'm sure that has a little bit to do with it, but it's a hell of a lot faster than it normally is. These gauges still are kind of, I think I need to get rid of those gauges. I don't trust that oil pressure gauge, because my AccuSump actually reads that I have good oil pressure, and that's saying I have like 15 PSI half the time. So I'm pretty sure I need to change that oil pressure gauge. And the car does seem to run hot lately, and I don't know why. So normally it sits right around 188. Lately it's been getting up to 197, 198, 200, right around there. So I flushed the coolant system out on it. The fans are working good. I don't know if the radiator's just got some shit in it that needs to be cleaned out, but it has been running a little bit hotter than it normally does. So I'm not sure if that's just the gauge or if there's actually something else going on with that, but it's got a 170-degree thermostat in it, so it really shouldn't be running near 200 degrees though. These roads are a lot of fun when nobody else is out here, and you just open it up and lean into the corners, and they're a lot of fun to drive. So I mean, we're getting at 200 degrees right now, and we're just putzing along at 2,000 RPM. I don't know if it's maybe even the water pump, because once I start opening it up, get higher in the RPM, get the coolant flowing, it seems to drop down a little bit, but it still always wants to hang right around that 200 degree mark now. So I should probably throw another gauge on it just to double check it and confirm that it actually is at that temperature, just because those are cheap gauges. Car's fun. I enjoy driving it. Pretty quick. Definitely needs better tires. Tires that are on it are pretty junk. Good set of winter tires would go a long way with this thing and help it out quite a bit. Other than that, got to fix the overheating issue. Gauges suck. Suspension sucks. Car could use some work, but at the same time, I don't really feel like spending any more money on it. It's a really fun winter car, that's for sure. I gotta get back to building more stuff. I need to build another car is what I need to do. I have a couple ideas of what I'd like to build, but money is tight right now, and I just spent a bunch of money pre-ordering tires for next year, so I bulk ordered a bunch of tires. That way I don't have to worry about getting them last minute. So I took a big chunk of change out of my trailer fund to spend money on that. So time to start saving back up for a trailer again. Well, that's gonna be it for this one. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Maybe you want to see more super content. I don't know, who cares? Until the next one, I'll catch you guys later. Don't be a bitch!